not play, and his status is currently uncertain for Game 6 tonight. But this has been a back and forth series. Both teams putting high offensive outputs, putting up high offensive numbers, and you could argue the play's been pretty inconsistent on both ends as well. You get one game where LA blows out Dallas, then you get another game where Dallas blows out the Clippers, then you get the Clippers again, who get up by 30 points, but then allows Dallas to come back and make the game close. Then you get Dallas again, where they blow out the Clippers, which is pretty interesting because, especially with this Clippers lineup, you got guys that have quote-unquote playoff experience, and they're allowing this fluctuation in their level of play. It's clear that both teams don't plan on playing any sort of defense. So it's in my mind in this series, it's really the first team to 115, the first team to 110, somewhere around that area, right? Because it's clear that neither team plans on playing any sort of defense for an extended period of time or extended duration of the game. So the question becomes for the Clippers: will their stars be able to play consistent over the course of the game? Will Paul George be able to put up the same numbers he put up in game 4? Will James Harden be able to play the same way he played in game 4? Will Russell Westbrook be able to play the same way he played in game 1? Since game 1, Russell Westbrook has shot 4 of 32 from the field, and one of those games where he only scored 1 point, the game got ejected in game 3. And if you're the Clippers, you need Paul George and James Harden to play well, to play excellent. But you also need your supplementary pieces, specifically Terrence Mann and Norman Powell, to play well coming off the bench. And Zubac has played well this season. You have to feed Zubac for the Clippers. Too often times the Clippers have gone away from feeding the inside post with Zubac, taking advantage of that size differential they have against the Mavericks. And that leads to their inconsistency, their inconsistent play. Because you have to make the Mavs work defensively, not just in the fast break, but also in the half court as well. You not only doing that, but also that the more time you take on the offensive end, you're taking away possessions from Dallas, who likes to get out on the court and run. And the Clippers have shown that they have the ability to play efficiently within the half court, so you have to take advantage of that, especially with the size differential you have if you're the Clippers. And if you're the Mavs, you have to continue to do what has led you guys to having success, and that is getting the ball out early, whether you're lukadoncic or Kyrieirving, getting the ball out early to that off guard and hitting your bigs that run the break, because Lively and PJ Washington have been absolute blessings to this Dallas Mavericks team. We talk about what they have been able to do on the offensive end, but they provide a little bit of a presence defensively. So if you're Dallas, you have to get the ball out early and often, not allow the ball to stick within any of your star players' hands, whether it be, like I said, Kyrie or Luka. Get the ball out early, force the Clippers to run, and attack early, attack often. Force the double teams, and now you get the lobs and dump downs to, like I said, to Washington and Gafford. And then the collapsing of the defense also allows you to kick it out to your shooters and Hardaway Jr. And that's the key to success for Dallas. And will the Clippers, with their playoff experience, their veteran leadership, will that lead them to winning on the road in Dallas? That remains to be seen. But there's no question. Then there were a little bit of questions about, do the Clippers play better without Kawhi in the lineup? Listen, man, Kawhi is one of the best. You could argue top 10. I would say, no question, top 10. But he's one of the few players in the NBA where he can be the best player on your team, and your team has legitimate chance of winning a championship. So he's one of the few superstars in the NBA right now. So there's no question the Clippers are better with Kawhi. the question becomes: does Kawhi trust his knee? Does Kawhi personally think he's healthy enough to play? You saw when Kawhi played last time in Game 4, he didn't trust his knee. Or sorry, in Game 3, he didn't trust his knee. You could tell he didn't look healthy, and because he didn't trust his knee, he started second guessing. He began to second guess himself, and he wasn't as aggressive as he normally is, and that obviously affected the Clippers. Not just in their actual level, their play, but also in the mentality. So if you're Kawhi, you should only play if you have complete trust in your knee. If not, then you don't play. And to defend Kawhi, I want to give him a little bit of credit because he's been playing with a debilitating knee injury for the past 5 years. But no one in the media wants to call it a debilitating knee injury. They just call it a different type of injury. But it's clear he has some sort of debilitating knee injury that he's continually playing through. And that is extremely difficult. So, you have to give Kawhi credit for that. But during this game, I do believe the Clippers will win this game. I do think the game will be close. I have the Clippers winning this game by a score of 107 to 100. Moving forward to Game 7. Just because the Dallas hasn't shown me that they have the ability to play great defense 2 games in a row. They haven't shown that consistency on the defensive end. Which is why I believe that the Clippers will win this game. And I do think that Paul George is going to have a good performance. And I think that Russell Westbrook is going to have a good performance as well. James Harden remains to be seen. James Harden is another player that's been wildly inconsistent. But, people talk about this series being exciting. I think it's just more so the level of inconsistency with both teams. We've seen the best of each team, but we've also seen the worst. And that's pretty emblematic of each of these teams' seasons so far. Or, this season for each of these teams. But the regular season is really just it's the foundation building process for each team. And whatever foundation you've established for yourself is what's represented in the playoffs. It's what's represented in the postseason. So the regular season does play a factor. It does have a level of importance to it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you guys think the Clippers are going to win this game, or do you think that the Mavs are going to close out this series with a Game 6 victory? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to hear all about it, guys. But with that being said, guys, that's it for our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a wonderful show. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button already. If you'd like to support our network and our company, you can do so by following the link and the ticker below. It's streamelements.com/sorrytobotheryoushow/tip. Once again, it's streamelements.com/sorrytobotheryoushow/tip. None of this is possible without you guys as fans. We're so grateful and honored for all the love and support that you show us, and it's a blessing to have this platform with you guys. With that being said, guys, we'll be back again on Monday, same time, 11:30 a.m. with another show. Until then, guys, continue to stay safe, be vigilant, make smart decisions, and peace.